'Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful.
I'm sitting on the balcony in Florida right now on a family vacation. The sun is rising. I'm drinking a $2 coffee, and I've never felt more rich in my life. And here's why your 30s are so much better than your 20s. Your perspective and everything changes when you step into this new decade. And I'm about to tell you a few things that might shift your perspective about wealth, health, life, and just the abundance of living in general. In your 20s, you think rich means having the perfect Instagram feed, or the most expensive clothes, or the best car, or go on these luxurious vacations. But what you realize is none of that ever really matters. It's not the things that make you rich, it's the experiences in your life that you pursue that make you rich. In your 20s, you feel like you have FOMO, fear of missing out, on everything. You go on vacation and you want to book the most exotic excursions, and you want to see all the things and meet all the people and maybe go out to the bars, try to get the most unique experiences. But what you realize, and what I'm realizing, is vacation and time with your family and the people that you love is what makes you the most rich in life. And it took me getting into my 30s to actually make that realization and cherish the time that I have with them. And let me tell you what FOMO really is in your 20s. Fear of missing out is not about missing the party, it's about belonging. It's not about the vacation. It's about feeling alive and feeling like you have opportunity to do something cool. And it's not about the experience, it's about feeling enough. The more you chase what you are afraid of missing out is the more you miss what's right in front of you. So you're worried about all of these things happening without you, and you're missing these opportunities, but you're not realizing you're missing what's right in front of you and what is important now, and the people in front of you, and the missed opportunity of connection. Always deeper that you can go with somebody. There's always more emotional connection and emotional wealth that you can build with the person right in front of you. First type of rich or wealthy is time wealth. And in order to get time wealth, it's important to do the 80-20 rule. And that's spend 80% of your time with the 20% of people in your life that are the deepest connections. These are the people that matter the most. These are the people that you would take a bullet for. And spend more time with those people instead of wasting your time with this person because, you know, they have this connection, or scrolling through those apps. Tinder, I see you. What really matters and what you're going to remember are the times with the people that mean the most in your life. And here's the thing about adventure in your 30s. The most unparadox, unplanned adventures are the ones that usually make the best memories. That coffee shop down the street might be more magical than the luxurious resort that you want to go to. It's the small, unplanned moments that really bring joy into your life, and you just have to sit in it and realize, like, I'm never gonna get this moment back. I'm never gonna be the same person I am with the same people, and we're never gonna be in the season of life that we are again. So it's sitting back and just relishing that time, that moment, that place where you're at in life. Here's what nobody tells you about your 30s. Peace doesn't come from having it all figured out. Your peace in your 30s comes from being okay with not having it all figured out. You think that you're gonna be at this place at this time, or you're gonna have kids, or be married, or a house, and a mortgage, and a big job. Those are timelines that were created in your head at some point in your life that don't need to be there, because you miss out on what's in front of you. You miss out on the season that you're in if you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna be happy when this, and have my life together whenever I get married or meet my person. And that's just not the case. I learned that a quiet evening means more than going out and partying. Real friendships matter more than having a big social circle. Also realize your parents were more right than you thought. It's important to take the time to sit down with them, to ask them about their life. Who were they when they were in their 20s, 30s, 40s? I was sitting with my mom last night, and she told me this story about when she was growing up in the 60s. They were living in the country, and they used to burn their trash. They didn't have trash pickup or dumpsters or anything convenient like that. So she was so mad at my grandpa for something that he told her to take the trash out and burn it. And she took it out, put it in the back of his wooden trailer, and set his trailer on fire. Crazy the stories that you'll get when you sit down and actually make that connection with the people that you love, and you allow space and time to just evolve and to have, conversations come up. You're not constantly on your phone worrying about the next Instagram post or worrying about your next match or what you're gonna do this evening. It's so beautiful to be in a space of boredom, freedom, relaxation, not worrying, and that all didn't come for me until this decade. And I'm saying that because you can figure this out well before you hit your 30s by just taking this advice. Another type of wealth that is easily achievable is emotional wealth. And this is not saying yes to every single person and every single opportunity. Start saying no to protect your health, your wealth, your mindset, your emotional energy. This means going to events that drain you or being with people that just talk about other people and talk about all their problems all the time. That's exhausting. This is what we call the authenticity account. It's stop spending your emotional energy on impressing strangers, on maintaining an image, and on competing with others. Start investing in self-acceptance and genuine connection and personal growth. You do those things and you're gonna be far ahead of anyone that's already in their 30s. Your 30s are better than your 20s because in your 30s, you gain this superpower that no one tells you you get. It's you stop apologizing for what brings you joy. You stop apologizing for being who you are and wanting the things that you want. And you start to realize people are not paying your bills, so they don't have an opportunity to have their opinion as far as what you should do for work or your life. You learn to say no without guilt. You understand that some friendships are seasonal, and I have a whole video up here about losing friends, especially in your 30s, and why girls are still mean. And it's just about surrounding yourself with the right people. And you figure that out by going out there, meeting people, spending time with them, creating that emotional wealth with them, and being smart about when it's time to walk away. And I'd say most importantly, you realize that being uncool is actually pretty cool. My bank account doesn't look much different, but I feel way more rich in life than I ever have. Being in your 30s, realizing it's no longer about what you have, it's about letting go of what you no longer need and being okay with that. I want to know, what's one thing that's gotten better with age for you? Let me know in the comments. And if you're in the same position that I am, let me know. I mean, I feel like your 30s is just a better decade and you just have it more figured out. You're not as lost, you aren't as hard on yourself, and you have more self-worth. Like I said, you don't have to reach your 30s to realize all of these things. You can realize these things well before and start putting into action what I'm saying. How to feel rich, how to be rich in moments and rich in love and rich in family and memories. That's the most beautiful part about all of this. Until next time.